So as you are all aware, I'm not a Nintendo YouTuber, but I am the king of Xbox YouTube. So I want to see lots of comments about me being an Xbox YouTuber in the comments section. Nothing about a Nintendo YouTuber because I'm making a list. I'm checking it twice and you're being reported to the FBI and the internet police about these false allegations against me. I don't want to hear it. I'm not a Nintendo YouTuber, but I am the king of Xbox, and Xbox had a pretty sizable announcement happen today. It's been an interesting year for Xbox thus far. I still think they have one of the best first-party lineups of 2024, and really one of the best first-party lineups that we've seen from them have in a very long time. You have games like Hellblade 2, looks absolutely awesome. You, of course, have stuff like Avowed, which I think has a lot of potential, and, of course, Indiana Jones. That might slip into 2025. I am hopeful that it is a 2024 game because that is very, very high on my priority list. But of course, there's been some things that have caused a little bit of controversy. Stuff like, of course, games coming to other platforms. Hi-Fi Rush, Sea of Thieves, Grounded, Pentiment. Everyone's up in arms about this. But I still don't think it's as big of a deal as a lot of people are making it out to be. This could end up being the writing on the wall, but I just don't really see it that way. And maybe my thoughts will change over time, but I'm actually excited for Xbox's 2024. Well, there's more reason to be excited because this morning they announced Xbox Partner Preview, March 2024. We're back with fresh looks at games for Xbox and Windows. Now, this will be taking place, as you can see here. Let's zoom in a little bit. Get a little zoomy zoom. March 6th at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern time. Shoutouts to Xbox. Look, let me put the camera on me for a second here. Nintendo needs to learn something. Nobody wants to wake up at 9 a.m. Eastern or 6 p.m. Pacific, Nintendo. Nobody wants to do that. It's not enjoyable, especially when it's a freaking Pokemon Presents that has absolutely nothing. I feel bad for the people who woke up on the West Coast and then had to act like that was the greatest thing in the world. Grown men in tears and over Pokemon sleep. Anyways, so this is happening this week on Wednesday. Shoutouts to Xbox for basically, elongating it. So today we're thrilled to announce the next Xbox Partner Preview, this time featuring a mix of new and upcoming games for you from publishers like Capcom, Nexon, EA, and others, with more than a dozen trailers over the course of a 30-minute broadcast. So 30 minutes, partner preview, partner showcase, they're definitely taking cues from Nintendo here, but I don't mind it. They did talk about some of the games that will be there, such as the combat and traversal of Tales of Kenzera Zao with video narrated by Mr. Salim. See new gameplay from Katsumi Gami, Path of the Goddess, and get a closer look at the first Berserker. What, dude, you couldn't have picked like names of games that were easier to say. Like, if you have more than a dozen trailers, these are the three games that popped up in your mind and were like, you know what, these are the hardest things. I don't even know anything about these games. They're obviously, I think the first Berserker is like based on an anime or something like that, but okay, whatever. Our Xbox Partner Preview format is all about sharing exciting game news from our talented studios from across the globe with no frills, just new game reveals, release date announcements, and fresh new gameplay from upcoming games coupled with unique behind-the-scenes stories from developers on Xbox Wire. Good! That's what people want. People want to see gameplay. People want to see a release date. I don't need somebody's whole life story to be in a video. Yes, I'm sure you've endured some trials and tribulations making your game, and it was tougher than you thought, and the team came together, and, they managed to do great. That's awesome, and I'm sure one day that will make for a great documentary. When I'm watching one of these presentations, I'm there for the games. I feel like most people are there for the game. So then they basically have a little Q&A of how to watch it and when does it begin? Is it available in other languages? Is it accessible to other people? Co-streamer stuff? Okay, all just sort of pointless stuff. But what I find interesting about this are Capcom, Nexon, and EA, and the word new and upcoming games. Now, of course, people are talking about, is Hollow Knight going to be Hollow Knight 2? Is that going to be there? Probably not. Hollow Knight 2 is like Metal Slug Tactics. It's just gone. Nobody knows what happened to these games. Nobody can understand where these games have gone. They have gone the way of the Cowboys. Where have all the Cowboys gone? Ooh, I hit that high note really good. But yeah, they've gone the way of the Cowboys. Like, I'll go wash the dishes, you go have a beer. Nobody knows where those two freaking games are. What games would I like to see at this event, though? You know, when you're talking about Capcom and you're talking about EA, as far as I'm aware, the games that were talked about in this, the three titles that we know about, I don't think those are any Capcom or EA games. Obviously, Capcom has some stuff coming up, though. You have stuff like Dragon's Dogma 2. So will it be just mostly stuff that we already know about from Capcom and from EA? Like, EA, I'm not even really sure, like, what they have kind of cooking right now as far as newer experiences are concerned. I would say like a new Star Wars game, but Ubisoft is currently doing that. Could that game be at this presentation? I'm not quite sure, but I do know that, like, I'm excited for this, man. Like, anytime you can learn about more games is always a good thing. Anytime that there's potentially going to be new games there as well is always a good thing. I think a game that was confirmed to be there, I don't remember the name of the game, but I recently took a look at it because it's that game that kind of reminds me of the new Prince of Persia game. It's like a 2D side-scrolling game, and like I think it looks really good. I'll probably show some gameplay footage on the screen or a trailer for it right now. Apologies to the game developer. I don't remember the name of the game, and I know it's a cheaper game because it's up for pre-order right now, and I believe it comes out later this month. But yeah, I think this could be really cool. You know, I'm interested in some of the games that were announced because I obviously don't know anything about them. They're a little bit outside of my scope, but you got over 12 trailers in a 30-minute presentation. No frills, no nonsense behind the scenes. This is good. You know, Xbox, people want to clown on Xbox, but Xbox has given us multiple presentations this year, and they've been good presentations. Well, at least the first one was. You know, the first showcase that they did this year with games like Avowed and Hellblade 2 and Indiana Jones, that was a good presentation. You learned about a lot of games and saw a lot of games, got a good look at them. And to do another one in a very quick turnaround fashion, like, I think Xbox is going to have a good 2024. I know people think that they're going to go, extinct and they're going to go the way of Sega nowadays because they're putting games on other platforms, but I think they're going to have a good 2024, and this will be potentially like a litmus test to see what else they can do. Because if 2024, you've got it pretty much sewed up as far as what you're doing. Now it's kind of about the future. What are you doing for the second half of 2024? Microsoft themselves said that they have more games to talk about that are coming this year that we'll learn about a little bit later on. So I'm excited. I won't be doing like a live reaction to this, but I will make a video about my thoughts about the presentation when it does go live. Well, after it goes live and I've watched it and taken all of my notes. So let me know in the comment section, what would you like to see from this presentation? What games are you hoping to be there? Are you familiar with the 3 games that I tried to say the name of and probably failed miserably? And if so, sell me on those games. Are they games that RGT would like, or are they things that I should probably stay away from because, not really my cup of tea? And as always, guys, thank you for watching this video. I'm not a freaking Nintendo YouTuber. I'm the king of Xbox YouTube. It's been confirmed. I was on Xbox Era's podcast. Yes, that Xbox Era that I said some choice things about with Starfield. It's just business, baby. It's nothing personal. We can still all be friends and crack jokes and stuff like that. But I'm the king of Xbox. I was on Kid Smooth's podcast, Planet Xbox, Xbox Era podcast. What Xbox podcast do you want me on next? I'll show up there. And as always, thank you guys for watching this video. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. Hit the bell as well. And as always, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.